Well, hello internet, here we are. We have ourselves a start to another day. It's been a good morning so far, got a few things done. And yeah, welcome to our vlog, so here we go. Well, woke up here in the Friesen Brothers parking lot. Well, that's right where I left off, so that's where I went to bed, so hopefully I woke up in the same spot. It was a good sleep, nice and quiet here. There was one other camper in the parking lot, and virtually zero noise out there. There was no horn honking, no people shouting, no standard parking lot noise that you expect to hear when you stay in parking lots. So it was a little bit eerie at times how quiet it was. It was probably actually quieter here than it was in the campground. Staying here off the grid per se, the trailer's not plugged in, the generator's not running, so I have my Jackery Explorer 240 powering my little 6-inch fan. As you see, it's got the 14 watts now of the output. As you see, the little 6-inch fan is spinning to its heart's content. And it ran all night, about 9 or so hours in total so far, and it's only at 35%, and I don't believe it was fully charged. I think it was only like 96% or so when I started. I've kind of got the what do you want to call it, curiosity now to see if it'll actually run the coffee maker. I'm trying to decide if I want to dig out the coffee maker, go through the headache of digging it all out just to find out if it's going to run it or not, or next time I have it out, plug it in and see what happens. The worst that'll happen is it just won't run it, kind of a thing, and you have to reset it and then keep going. But you know, if a guy can make coffee off the grid and not have to fire up the generator for a simple coffee in the morning, then that would save fuel, save headache, save wear and tear, kind of a thing. And as long as you have the generator running at some point in the day, or you're plugged back into a power supply like shore power within a little while, then you can recharge this 240 to carry on for the next few days. It will charge through the vehicle, but it does take longer. Like if you were driving 6-8 hour day, from what I'm told anyway, if you were driving a 4, 5, maybe 6-8 hour day, you might get a full charge out of 4 to fully charge the Jackery. I've never fully drained it yet and never fully charged it yet through the truck yet, so this will be the first time that I've actually drained it right down to nothing. And once I get to my camp stall, then I might drain her down to 0 and then recharge her from scratch. I was really surprised on the quietness and safeness of this parking lot last night. I've stayed in other cities, and they have a lot more population, of course, but a lot more activity in parking lots at night. This was quiet, and completely quiet, and I definitely will think about staying here again next time I'm through this area. But just tidying up a bit, just doing a couple things here, trying to pass another little bit till check-in at the campground I'm going to. Once I'm all checked in, plugged in, set up, and all that, I will do another vlog entry, so we will see y'all then. Okay, so we just made her to the campground here. Pretty much look, you can tell. So far, my last 3 stays here have all been within about 5 stalls of each other. It's kind of interesting. In 2017, my stall I stayed at was just the other side of that silver Jeep over there. And then in 2019, it was like 2 stalls from there. And then this year, it's, well, right here. It wasn't that bad backing in, of course. It was easy. You know, reasonable. That's what I like this campground. It's wider, nicer, providing it's not busy or anything. This is about where I thought the stall was going to be based on the drive-through I did yesterday. This is about where all the craziness was. The people were trying to back in. I think they were trying to back into the stall next to over here and having trouble, and kids running around all over the place. The only thing about this stall that's a little questionable is it's right next to a walkway where people come down a flight of stairs from the upper level, which is okay. They've got a pathway, they have their stairs, and it's defined, so I guess that is fine. I guess you know, they made it that way so people aren't cutting through stalls, making shortcuts. Kind of like, as you see, sort of someone has done in the past right here. Trample the little trees and then you end up with a big dead spot. But I got the AC on, cooling down a bit, trying to decide what to do for the day. I do need groceries, so I'm trying to decide if I should go out and get groceries or if I should just sit and relax for the day and maybe do that tomorrow. I should have something to eat. It's been well, since breakfast yesterday, so it's been well over 24 hours if you don't count water and Gatorade, you know, and like I mentioned, a couple of bugs if I happen to swallow them too. So we'll have to see how it goes. But probably going to relax for a bit here, see what's the what, and we'll catch y'all later. Well, hello internets, here we are. We have ourselves an end to another day. It was a good day. It was a hot day. It was a little bit of a busy kind of day, but well, it's a day nonetheless, right? Woke up in a grocery store parking lot, ended the day in a campground. It was a warm day, a hot day. The heat is different here than what it is normally like back home. This is the first year that I've been back in whatever it's been since 2019, so 2 or 3 years. And I've always felt better here. I don't know if it's psychological or if there really is something to this drier, warmer kind of heat. So I would like to stay longer than my allotted time just to see what happens, you know, after 3 weeks or a month. But at the same time, you know, I probably should be getting back home, moving on with my list, going through my places. Oh yeah, signing the lease for my apartment. Can't forget about that. Things like that. But today was a good day. I had a little bit of rest, a little bit of relaxation. It was a really nice evening once the sun went down. Once it got to be dusk or so and the heat was off. Currently we're experiencing a little bit of high wind, so I'm hoping what they're saying the wind is from doesn't head this way, but if it does, then it does, you know. Other parts of Alberta have got like softball size hail. They are missing trees, downed trees, and it's been quite the disaster according to what's been said online and things like that. looking at the satellite maps and things like that, we're not in the center of it, but we're not in the green zone either. We're on the tip of the red zone, so we might get some hail, we might get some wind, we might get some rain, it might thunder and lightning, and the winds, as you maybe can hear, are a little high. We were sitting there and enjoying the evening, and then suddenly the winds come up, and you could see the people around us, campfires, scatter, you know. Their ashes and embers are being blown all over the place. People are putting their fires out, and suddenly they're jamming their kids in their tent trailers and hiding for the night. But I guess that's what happens when you camp this time of year. You have to put up with some unpredictable kind of weather. But it was a good day. It was a nice day. You know, we'll have to see what the future holds. I may return again. But for day number 1, it was a pretty decent one. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's Vlogs. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.